Okay guys, so if you're watching this video, you know that Bitcoin is about to explode, right? So we have a lot of news that's going on right now. Even this week we have went from 82,000 to 89,000 in the span of a couple of days. The US reserve that is coming out might boost the market cap of Bitcoin, right? If you're watching this video today, it is going to be Thursday, right? The day right before Donald Trump is supposed to be speaking to the United States about crypto. He's having an official crypto summit, right? This crypto summit is going to have a lot of major players, a lot of big people, like the owner of Coinbase, right? A lot of other different big Bitcoiners like Michael Saylor, and just a lot of other people that you guys might not know. We're not going to name drop right now on this channel, but there are a lot of Bitcoiners and they are a lot of owners of exchanges like Coinbase and BNB, right? So if you guys are using those exchanges, if you guys have ever heard of those people, those are going to just be some of the very few names that are going to be showing up here. With that being said, the market is still relatively low. It possibly could be a creation of a national crypto reserve, right? A lot of people are speculating that this reserve should have only had Bitcoin, but regardless of what it has, they think it's going to boost the whole crypto market itself, right? So this is definitely going to be something exciting. A lot of these people who are going to see these ups and downs, and hold on y'all, my camera's a little wiggly right there. The main benefits of this crypto is going to be not only the ETF holders, right, but the actual people who have been sitting these coins in their hot wallet, right, in cold wallets, all types of things. So let's get a little bit more into it. Institutional capital flows are already being exerted to the multiple effect of BTC's spot price, which is $1 billion worth of net flows, inflows from the spot exchanges, traded funds, ETFs, right? So that's something that we definitely want to keep a lookout for. Trump has also endorsed, right, the idea of national crypto pool since July 2024, when the U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis pitched the Bitcoin Act proposing a U.S. strategic reserve, specifically just Bitcoin. Obviously, he did make some things in there about ADA, XRP, and some other coins that I just think anybody really shouldn't be holding for the long term. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into the next part of the video. Continue to talk about how Bitcoin is going to explode, right? So today is Thursday, the day we dropped this video. Tomorrow is actually the crypto summit, which is supposed to have multiple different leaders in the crypto space, from owners of exchanges like Binance and owners of other crypto US currency exchanges like Coinbase, right? We still do have Kraken. We do have a lot of other things that are going on. There were a lot of SEC lawsuits that were actually dismissed, right, in the span of the last 7 days as well too. So that's kind of also another big red flag that we have for bullish news from not only just this strategic reserve that might or might not happen, which we think it most likely will, right, but it's just a lot of things that are leading up to this strategic reserve happening. Like right now, currently, in the last 36 minutes, we just had Texas actually reveal that they are in fact going to be doing a state strategic reserve for Texas, right, that is going to include Bitcoin. So that is going to be very good. We have a handful of states that are also following Texas's lead and that are making their own state reserves for Bitcoin, right, using only Bitcoin. A lot of people might not agree with this, but most likely we will see in the end if this is going to be the best decision for states, right? It could only usually go two ways. The first way it goes is people actually use this state's Bitcoin reserve, right, to not only boost the economy for that state, right, and to keep that state afloat, right, and to provide for its population and citizens. Or number two, Bitcoin doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It crashes. This is the all-time high. It never recovers. And these states put their money into something that they cannot see an ROI on, right? We are all hoping though that that does not happen, right? But you never know. You never know, right? You gotta play devil's advocate on this. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me because it is kind of windy, right? Here on this first video. Next time, we're definitely going to pull the microphones out for you guys, right? Alright, y'all, let's actually get into some stats real quick. Currently, at the time of this video, Bitcoin is sitting at $90,000, guys. $90,000 Bitcoin is sitting at. You have a lot of people advocating, y'all, for this strategic reserve. One of the people who are advocating for the strategic reserve happens to be Michael Saylor, right? Michael Saylor is advocating for the Bitcoin strategic reserve. He's also advocating for Bitcoin in general, so that's not too much of a surprise, right? But one of the things that Michael Saylor was saying is that Bitcoin will take US to cyberspace, right? He was claiming that Bitcoin can take US to cyberspace. People think Bitcoin is all just a money thing. He just went into a lot of different things. It's getting kind of cold out here, y'all. Saylor says companies own 2.4% of the total Bitcoin supply compared to cryptocurrency digital land, right? Urging the U.S. government to act quickly and secure the stake before foreign competitors do. If you guys have not noticed, if this thing plays out the way it's supposed to, Bitcoin is going to be one of those assets that multiple countries are going to be fighting over, right? It's going to be bigger than, hey, we put our money in at X amount and we got this amount in return, right? Since Bitcoin is a limited supply, a fixed limited supply, which is something else that we don't have in gold, right? Because you can go mine gold out of the ground, right? You can find gold on other planets, right? We have more gold in our solar system, so that is not like a, definite, finite, fixated number that will never change. Unlike Bitcoin, something like Bitcoin, you know that your Bitcoin is stuck at the same amount, right? There's going to be no stretching of the supply, right? There's only going to be decreasing of the supply from people losing their Bitcoins, right? From people burning their Bitcoins, or from people sending their Bitcoins to the wrong address, y'all, right? I'm kind of walking all over the place, y'all, so just bear with me right here. We're gonna make this video work. We're gonna make this video work for y'all. Y'all gonna get some information that you didn't have before y'all leave out of this video. So Michael Saylor also explained that Bitcoin is a strategic reserve, is less about the stockpiling of the asset and is more about gaining the leadership position in the digital economy, right? Excuse me. I think that's a good take. He's saying literally what I just said. It's not about just buying it and, hey, we got this ROI. It's about actually having a footprint and having a say-so and having leverage, right, in this digital economy. As you know, right now, everything's going digital. Even your credit cards and your money right now is kind of already digital. You're seeing it on your phone. You're seeing it on these apps, right? A lot of people are use all these different type of apps that they send stuff to. You have a lot of people who are gamers, who have digital skins, who have digital land, right? That they're sending back and forth through their friends. Even before that, before Fortnite, before a lot of these games, a lot of the games had in-game items that were actually selling for real currency, right? So that in itself kind of just shows you how serious this digital thing actually gets, right? So Saylor also argued that the country seeking economic stability and financial sovereignty would eventually see Bitcoin as a strategic asset, right? So a lot of people who are not seeing this as a strategic asset might see it as a strategic asset when it's too late. But Michael Saylor is telling people right now, and he's been telling people for a while, that they need to go ahead and accept Bitcoin as a strategic asset. And it's going to help everybody the sooner that they do this, right? So with that being said, he also supports the careful and transparent accumulation of Bitcoin, and he's saying that this is going to be a flagship of cryptocurrency to reinforce the country's financial strength, right? The altcoin inclusion reserve, he's not really so much for the altcoins. He kind of talked about that for a little minute. A lot of people didn't really want to hear what he had to say when it came to altcoins, um, because people at the end of the day like to gamble. Unfortunately, people who like to gamble usually are not winners. So with that being said, that's just another thing for you guys to think on and ponder on, right? Let me see if I can get to the next spot for y'all real quick that we're going to talk about today, because like I said, we are talking about Bitcoin exploding, right? But y'all have to think everything follows Bitcoin, so it should be going up as well, right? So let's go ahead. Whew, smell something cooking. Smell like a funnel cake or something. Yeah, my hand is getting tired from holding this camera. Yeah, I am holding a super heavy camera on a monopod. It takes 2 hands to hold. That's how heavy this camera is, right? But we're gonna get this video done for you guys. So Trump is expected to unveil the Bitcoin reserve strategy at the White House Crypto Summit on March 7th, where further details of the initiative structure, right? So the structure of how they're gonna lay it out, how much money they're gonna put in, when they're gonna be taking it out, what coins they're gonna be buying, it's all supposed to be disclosed tomorrow, guys. So this video that we're giving y'all right now is kind of early. Maybe we come back tomorrow after this strategic reserve summit has happened and update you guys on exactly what they are going to do with the money, where they're going to put the money, who's going to hold the money, who's going to choose what crypto coins actually get to be in the strategic reserve, right? And then you guys might be asking, well, I don't believe in Bitcoin, or I don't want to buy Bitcoin, or whatever you're saying as far as which choices you're making for your coins and why you would want to know this. The reason why you would want to know this is because 9 times out of 10, whatever coins they add to the strategic reserve are being, I don't want to say manipulated, but they're going to be pumped or dumped, right? Very, very drastically from big government entities, right? So if you're somebody who's buying Bitcoin, thinking about buying Bitcoin, you're holding off on buying Bitcoin, or you've just been slowly adding and stacking sats, right? This might be very, very good news for you, because this means that there is multiple entities, right, in the United States government, if y'all can still hear me from this wind, right, and just in general, that are going to be dumping liquidity into this strategic reserve, and they might be dumping it into the coins that you already have been holding, or that you are slowly accumulating every week, every month, every day, however you decide to DCA, right? If you don't know what DCA is, that's just dollar cost averaging. That's not a crypto only thing. You can do that in stocks, you can do that in any asset. It's just basically when you buy a asset, right, small amounts at a time, but you do that frequently. So if you're buying every week, you buy every week. If you're buying every month, you buy every month, right? So y'all, this is going to be the end of this video. We're keeping this first video kind of short, y'all. If you guys want to know some more information, some more in-depth information about what's going on in the crypto markets, which way we're going, maybe what you guys should and shouldn't do, and just what the government is thinking about doing when it comes to cryptocurrency in the United States and across the world, make sure y'all keep active on this channel. Make sure